My cousin faked stage 3 cancer and took $20,000 from me, then used my face in a GoFundMe saying I was an addict. When I confronted her, she whispered, 70% of the money is going to be used to pay you back though. Like that justified it. I just walked away. That was 11 months ago. This morning, she was standing outside my apartment in tears. My entire family is filled with morons who mean well. When I was 17 and got into a car accident, my dad showed up to the hospital with a congratulations balloon because he thought any major event deserved a party. And most of my family actually believes that Australia is a fake country, filled with paid actors. So there was only one family member that I felt close to, my cousin, Samantha. She agreed with me that our family was completely effed, and we'd joke about being the ones to end the bloodline. Sometimes I even noticed her taking advantage of our family's idiocy, but I thought she'd never do that to me. Fast forward to last year. I realized I hadn't heard from her in a few months, so I gave her a call. She told me the 3 words you never want to hear. I have cancer. It was stage 3, aggressive. She said she didn't want anyone to feel sorry for her, just wanted to tell me before I found out from someone else. Well, money wasn't even a thought. I immediately went to Zelle and sent her $4,000. Not much relative to cancer costs, but I wanted to show her that I loved her, and that we were fighting this together. I didn't see her for a while after that, but I started taking up extra shifts at work so I could send Samantha 30% of my paychecks. It didn't feel like she owed me anything for it. It just felt like the right thing to do. It's for this reason that 6 months later, even when she wasn't replying to any of my texts or calls, I was still sending her money every month. But as I lay awake in bed one night, I had this thought. What if the cancer had progressed and she just wasn't saying anything? I didn't know what to do, so I called my mom. Oh, honey, you're so silly. She's not sick. I just saw her yesterday. I had to stop myself from tearing my hair out. Of course she'd say that. Okay, Mom, my bad, I said, before immediately hanging up the phone. Suddenly, I was hit with a wave of responsibility and drove to Samantha's house. I knew by this point she'd probably be balding, so I brought a nice hat as well as some fragrance-free lotion for her skin. When I knocked on the door, I expected to be greeted with a jaundiced, skinny, depressed cancer patient, but then I heard the loud music, accompanied with flashing LED lights, and when the door opened, I was met with a smiley, healthy-as-ever woman. Her hair and skin looked even better than mine. We locked eyes, and I saw a wave of panic wash over her. Oh, hey, I'm in the middle of throwing a party because I just found out I beat cancer. I could smell the alcohol and tobacco on her breath. I didn't say anything, just glared at her. It was clear she didn't ever have cancer. She looked really uncomfortable, and after 2 minutes of intense silence, she whispered, I'm sorry. Well, an apology just wasn't good enough. By that point, I had sent her close to $20,000 total. I told her that I considered her indebted to me until she paid me back. She looked down at the ground, as if she was the victim in the situation. I knew if I stayed there, I was going to do something I'd regret, so I just left. And as I drove on the I-95, I thought about how naive I'd been to think I was the exception to her manipulation. One time, when her mom wanted her to get a part-time job, she forged a doctor's note that said she had chronic fatigue syndrome, just